If you're looking for some last minute autumn sunshine, or you're planning your holiday next year and you're looking for a luxury adult only beach resort, then I highly recommend Domes Noruz Chania on the Greek island of Crete. Part of the luxury hotel brand Domes Resorts, which is owned by Marriott, this 5-star hotel overlooks a beautifully, gently shelving sandy beach. And in this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about booking this kind of holiday. My name's Rona Wheeldon and my YouTube channel is My Midlife Story, and I create content for women aged roughly between 40 to 65 years old. You'll discover details about the travel operator which we booked with, the airline, the location of the hotel, a little look around our room, together with details of the type of food available there, which is absolutely delicious, and also the spa and lots more. Let's start off with the travel operator. My husband and I booked the hotel for the first time in September 2023, and we booked it through the British Airways website, and we booked not only the flights but also the hotel, and this was the holiday which we paid for ourselves. The flight was from Heathrow Terminal 5 to Chania. It's spelled with a C, but you actually pronounce it Chania. The flight is about 4 hours. And at this time of year when we travelled, which was September, Crete was 2 hours ahead of the UK. Now on to location. The hotel is located about a 30 to 40 minute drive from Chania Airport. And the actual hotel itself is about a 10-minute drive from the city of Chania, which is absolutely beautiful and well worth visiting. With regard to the rooms, the hotel has 83 rooms in total, and there are 7 different categories of rooms, so you can choose which one would suit you best. The rooms are grouped around the 2 outdoor pools in the resort, so you'll either have a view of a pool or the sea if you've got a balcony. Now onto our room. It's a relatively new hotel and the interior design was very contemporary and decorated in soothing colours with touches of blue and lime. We were staying in a 2-story apartment, and downstairs there was a lounge area with a television, a bathroom with a shower, robes and slippers. There were also wardrobes and drawers, a safe, a mini bar with an espresso machine, and you can also request a kettle as I did. There's also a hairdryer and an iron and an ironing board. Upstairs was the bedroom, and it was a queen size bed. There was another television above the bed. We didn't actually switch it on. There was a wash basin and a small WC. And of course, throughout the room, there was free Wi-Fi. The rooms were cleaned twice a day in the morning, and then there was a turn down service in the evening. And you got a little chocolate on your bed, which was a lovely touch. Now on to the food, which was very high quality, which you'd expect from a luxury 5-star resort, and everything we ate was absolutely delicious. We booked bread and breakfast only, and oh my goodness, the breakfast for me was one of the highlights of the holiday. It was so delicious. I don't think I've ever stayed at a hotel that has had such an extensive breakfast buffet. In the resort, there are 2 places you can eat. There's the Tapas restaurant, which is the main restaurant where the breakfast is, and there's also the Raw Bar. So I'll give you a look around the breakfast first of all. There was everything from fresh fruit, Greek yogurt, smoothies and chai seed puddings. There were cereals, granola, muesli and toppings including honeycomb. There was also fresh bread every day, pastries, muffins and cakes like banana cake, and there was also even one day cheesecake. I'm much more a sweet person in the morning, but if you're a savoury person, then there were lots of different options, from cheeses and sliced meats to eggs cooked in various different ways, and lots of other different types of cooked breakfast. We ate in the restaurant on the first night and the last night, and you have to book in advance. And we were so lucky, on the first night there was some live entertainment, a singer and a guitarist, and the lady was incredible. It was really such a lovely way to start the holiday and then also at the end to finish the holiday. So I highly recommend eating in the restaurant in the evenings. It's where we also had our lunch every day. It was just because it was so delicious and so handy just to sit and in the shade at lunchtime and overlook the sea. I mentioned there was another place you could eat, and that's the Raw Bar, which is the bar by the pool. And we ate there in the evening once and had delicious sushi. But my favourite part of the evening was as soon as we were ready to go out, we would go to the Raw Bar and have an aperitif. So I normally have a glass of Prosecco and my husband might have a glass of gin and tonic, and it was the perfect place sort of around 7 to 7:30 to watch the sunset over the beach and the Aegean Sea. And yeah, it was just magical. Every night there was a stunning sunset. So recommend, if you do stay there, to time your evening so you get a chance to sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. The Raw Bar was also a really lovely spot to finish off your evening, and sometimes we popped in there before we went back to our room. Now onto the beach, and the beach is one of the most important factors when we choose a hotel to stay. We haven't had a beach holiday for about 5 or 6 years now, definitely before COVID. And having one that's in walking distance from your room is really important to us personally. So we were in heaven. It was just a stone's throw from our room and it was lovely. On the beach there were sun loungers and umbrellas available to all of the guests, and there was even a little call button, so if you wanted a drink, we normally just got still water to have on the beach during the day. You could call up and get drinks and cocktails, and yeah, it was so lovely. What was even better was that the water was really shallow. The beach really sloped gently into the sea, and so you could walk out quite a way and only be up to about waist deep. There was also a lifeguard there. It was a bit rough on a couple of days, a bit of a wind. I think it might have been one of the hurricanes that was hitting America. And yeah, it was just perfect, and a really lovely temperature as well. There are 3 swimming pools at the hotel. There are 2 outdoor pools and 1 indoor. The 2 outdoor pools have sun loungers and umbrellas, and like the beach, also complimentary beach towels. So the pool by the bar, the Raw Bar, is where the music's played, and that's the more sort of lively pool. And then we were actually overlooking from our room the quiet pool. So if you want to just chill out and have a snooze, you can go to the quiet pool. With regards to inside, there is an inside pool in the spa area, and next to that is a sauna and also a steam room. When I discovered that there was a spa at the hotel, I was even more convinced that we really ought to stay at this particular resort. You might have seen that I've stayed at the Scarlet. I'll put a link to that video above and below, and that's in Cornwall and has an amazing spa. Well, the Soma Spa at this resort was also incredible. It was subterranean, and they only use Elemis products, so I was in heaven. By the way, I should say that in the room, our own room, we had Elemis products as well, so shampoo, conditioner, and also shower gel, which was a real treat. As part of the package which we bought from BA, we had each a 15-minute complimentary massage in the spa. So I added mine on to an incredible facial which I had, which focused very much on my eyes. And oh my goodness, it was one of the best facials I've had. It was heavenly, and yeah, highly recommend it. I'll link to it below, so if you want the details, you could book it too. But they also do massages and manicures, pedicures, a huge treatment menu that they have available there. On to fitness, and if you love working out whilst you're away, we didn't actually, I did take my gym gear, but I just didn't get around to it. There is an indoor gym and there's also an outdoor gym, and on the outdoor gym there's an exercise bike, there's also a rowing machine, and there's a treadmill as well, and so you can walk away while you look at the sea. So really lovely idea, and often people were there, some guys doing weights and also people on the treadmill. If you're wondering what the weather's like in September, well, we were there sort of mid-September and it was a lovely temperature. It was on average about 30 degrees. So it wasn't too hot, and sitting by the beach there was a really lovely breeze. I'm a bit of a shade bather, so I was underneath the umbrella all the time anyway, but I never got too hot. Another high point about the resort is the level of service. The staff were so attentive and friendly, and honestly they couldn't have been more helpful, from the reception staff to the people in the bar and also the restaurant. So really impressed by the level of service. Guest-wise, you never know who you're going to be spending your time with when you book a holiday. And I would say there was roughly a split between American, because it's owned by the Marriott, German and English people there. Occasionally I heard a French accent or an Australian or New Zealand accent, but normally most of the guests were American, German or English. And they were also, all of them, in midlife. You have to be over 18 to go to this hotel, which meant it was really lovely and serene. So I'd say average age was roughly between 40 and 60. With regards to the general feel of the resort, it was so chilled and it was the perfect place for my husband and I to relax. It wasn't pretentious by any means, and yeah, we felt really at ease. It felt never overcrowded, even though we know that the hotel was nearly full to capacity, and everything was of such a high quality and luxurious. The dress code in the restaurants and bars was smart casual, so you could dress up a little bit if you wanted to, but it was very relaxed. I really loved the little touches in the hotel. So after we'd arrived from our flight from the UK and our transfer, which we also arranged through BA, when we went into the reception, we were greeted with a glass of bubbly, which is a really lovely touch, and some hand towels as well. So there was also, when we arrived in the room, there was a little welcome gift, and then when we were leaving, there were 3 farewell gifts. I won't say what they are so that they're a surprise for you, but lots of lovely little touches. And also, don't worry about taking a mosquito plug for your room. That's already provided by the hotel. My husband and I were so impressed by the Dome resorts that we asked the hotel reception for a list of all the other adult-only hotels, and we are planning on visiting them in the future. Yeah, everything about the holiday was absolutely perfect. We couldn't have asked for more, and highly recommend going to one of these hotels. I know they also have family-friendly ones as well. If you're looking for a beach holiday in the UK though, then I will link to a video on the screen now, which I'm sure you'll find of interest.